So it does seem one of the SAFEMOON potential members or ex-members did get a bail and potentially a plea deal, what we're seeing right now. So smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated. And that's the big factor that we're seeing right now. So Thomas Smith, defendant, is hereby ordered the above defendant gets a bail of $500,000. So again, I just want to say this is all public information that David B. Smith released. So this is not something inside from what I understand. Likely Thomas has turned state's evidence, and yes is the reply. So there's going to be basically Thomas getting a potential plea deal out of this, as he's not the CEO of the company. They want to induct the CEO. And it does seem like Thomas, from what I understand and how I saw him, there's two sides of the story, and checking the core documents, there were, obviously different things. He has to surrender any firearms, not access to digital currency wallets, digital assets or digital tokens, either paper or electronic, will not transfer any convertible virtual currency or direct anyone to do so on his behalf, must not engage in any virtual currency purchases or sales, must disclose any accounts to PTS. I guess PTS could be parole officer. I'm not too sure, but did not leave the following areas except for travel from court, New York for court, and other NH plus witnesses, cannot go, not have any contact with witnesses in the presence of counsel. So what we're seeing here is the appearance bond, basically having the forfeiture bond, a standard legal contract. So Thomas Smith here having a bond of $500,000. But he also has no access to cryptocurrency, so that what we saw, pretty fair overall. But people are saying that potential plea deal isn't coming in this case. So I want to keep you guys updated. Again, this is just me smash that like button. People, do have a fair say to being updated to what exactly is going on. And I'm interested in the topic. So trial of the charges against defendant but commence. Hereby joint request to be excluded from the computation of the time period which basically the trial is commencing. They're engaged in plea negotiation, which believed to be likely result in disposition in the case without trial. They require an exclusion of time. So basically a plea deal for Thomas, which has been a member of SAFEMOON before. We don't exactly know too sure what happened, between the scenes. We just have documents, and again, innocent until proven guilty. I think it's a very important factor that we're seeing right now, and I'll keep you guys updated. There's been another video I was making on this one. An investigation in this case began of November of 2021. So people are saying, this is it. So the defendant was interviewed by the FBI and left the country to England within 2 days. During the investigative period, the defendant has been traveling to and from England each time, and he's also now engaged, staying in England for a longer period of time. Flight records show approximately 12 trips to England since the investigation began. The most recent travel to England was June 1st of this year. Defendant remained in England for 5 months. Since November 2022, the defendant has only been 3.5 months, spread out over very short trips back to the U.S. The defendant was arrested, only returning from what law enforcement will be a very short time in the United States. By his own admission, when arrested, he was traveling with a large sum of money. We're not too sure what that was, or maybe why he was traveling. So no telling, probably 100K. I don't think 100K is, that's crazy. So the defendant continues to have access to investors' funds in the United States, believes he can continue to divert investor funds if released. Defendant also has access to the ability to destroy evidence and conduct co-defendants, so they're not going to be doing their bond. But that's more for next time. Peace, everyone, and smash that like button.